There he is, Mr. Player of the Month. Looking good, MP.
Game 4, Eastern Semifinals. The Magic have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Celtics. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
Welcome to 2K Sports and Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. The playoff picture really coming into focus now. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. We've got Davis. He's out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Rainman in at the 2-guard spot. And for Boston, Walker out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Simmons in at the 2. You look at Orlando, and what a dismantling we've seen in this series. These guys are locked and loaded and looking like future champions.
Yeah, that is very true. I mean, there's still a long way to go in this postseason, but they're just too focused and too talented. This matchup likely ends tonight.
And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Pass to Williamson. Williamson with a screen on Simmons. And he's going for the lob! And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Black passes to Simmons. Here's Black. Back to Simmons. Lets the 3 fly. That shot is off. Here's Rainman. Down low, Lively, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Nash passes to Walker. Here's Black. 5 to shoot, fires from the wing. Lively grabs the miss. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Rainman. Williamson with a screen on Simmons. And he's going for the oop here. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, rolling with purpose after setting the pick. Zion's terrific at recognizing how to score in these sets.
Pass to Black. Just over a minute and a half in. Brown against Davis. Here's Nash. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Second free throw, no good. The Magic have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And yep, it's good.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Brown scanning the floor. Outside Simmons. To the paint. Here's Nash. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And finished off by Davis.
You know, that's one that'll stay with us for a while. I mean, Davis, one of those guys that can really electrify a crowd, no matter what building he's in.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Here's Black. The Magic making their last shot. Pass to Simmons. To the middle. Here's Nash. Lively grabs a miss.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Here's Rainman. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. Rui Hachimura on top. Lonzo Ball is second.
These guys have delivered from beyond the arc in a big way here in the postseason, stepping up and embracing the spotlight.
Here's Rainman. Simmons defending. Here's Rainman. Drops it in from 14 feet away. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Brown can't hit.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Here's Rainman. Ooh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. Rainman's got his second basket of the night.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Here's Black. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Brown. Fires from deep. Lively grabs a miss. Here's Orlando. They're on a 14-3 run. Here's Cunningham. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 13. Walker against Williamson. Pass to Brown. Up and in on the layup.
And I know the defense was all over Brown that time, guys, but in the end, he's just too skilled for him in the paint.
To the inside. Here's Williamson. He gets it in there. Williamson's got 6.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Walker, a screen on Davis. Here's Brown. Walker for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Williamson. And too long on the shot. Boston has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Black. And here's Simmons. Here's Black. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Orlando. 10-point lead. Here's Davis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You know, Davis is so long and strong inside, he almost forces you to foul.
And the Celtics making a change here. Young's checked in. Both free throws good from Davis. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Outside, Brown. And he lobs it up top. And the jam by Brown.
Big time hops on display there. What a throwdown by Brown.
And so here is Orlando. It's a 10-point game. Rainman, the pass to Lively. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lively's got his second basket.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Hachimura's checked in for Orlando. Now here's Simmons. No points yet. Young looking for an opening. Pass to Nash. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 5. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Here's Rainman. And there's the lob. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
So it's Boston now after the basket by Orlando. Right side Simmons. Takes it inside, and it's Boston scoring again.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to Rainman. Here's Lively. Here's Rainman. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Now here's Williamson. He's covered closely. And it's Cunningham missing. The Celtics have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Here's Walsh. He's scoreless. Kick out to Brown. From outside the arc. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Orlando leading. 1:49 left in the opening quarter. Yep, that one's good. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 14 and looking in control. And Boston calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
So both teams making some changes here. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter. Walker passes to Brown. Back to Walker. Outside Young. Pass to Claxton. 6 to shoot. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Inside. O'Brien. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Magic?
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
McBride, he's checked in for Boston. Ball, he's checked in for Orlando.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Boston has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. 44 seconds left in the first. And there's a 3-second violation. And it's the Magic with the ball. 10-point lead. Hachimura, right side. Pass to Rainman. Ball outside. The 3. And Young pulls it down. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And here's Walker. Yet to see a basket. With the 10-footer, he can't get that one to fall. And so it's Orlando ending the quarter up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
We've got Nicholas Claxton, and it's McBride in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. The wall with the bucket. And the Magic lead by 12.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Hey guys, Rainman in their last game against the Celtics put on a show. He had 46 points, and he was dealing assists all around. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
That one's off. And the Magic making a change here. Davis is checked in. And he's good on the second. Well, the Magic shooting 74%. Just an unbelievable offensive display here. Pass to Rainman. Quarter number 2 and just over a minute of play. And down it goes. 2 points. Rainman's got 8.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Here's Black. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Now here's Ball. Still no points. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, you know, it's a quirky release. There's no denying that. But he's a reliable shooter and scorer from the perimeter. Lonzo Ball making it happen.
Here's Black. Pass to Claxton. Now Walker. Back to Claxton. 5 on the clock. Here's Young. Nice open look, but it's no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Ball. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Back to Davis. Rainman, the pass to Davis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. He has 6.
This is why they feed Davis inside. I mean, they know how much of a beast he is down there, and he eats good.
Pass to Black. Throws it up high. The shot no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
To the paint. Here's Davis. Claxton with a rebound.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Orlando grabs the miss. Pulls up on the wing. Rainman, that's good. Rainman's got 4 points this quarter.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's Walker. No points so far. Count the basket.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Up top Ball. Pass to Rainman. Here's O'Brien to the wing, right side. Here's Rainman. 10 points for him. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Black, no good.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Oh, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
And the Celtics call time here. Both teams will make substitutions. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Second is Rui Hachimura. In the third spot, Cade Cunningham.
They've been both taking great shots. That's the efficiency you want in the postseason.
Pass to Black. Now here's Simmons, right at the free throw line. And Cunningham pulls it down.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for him so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Here's Rainman. Simmons defending. Here's Rainman. And it's Orlando with another.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Simmons. From the high post. Another miss by Simmons.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Now here's Brown. He has 7. Nice shot by Walker.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Pass to Campbell. Here's Rainman. To the middle. Davis misses. Boston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Walker, a screen on Cunningham. Down low. Outside, Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Rainman. And it's Orlando with another.
He played well in the first quarter, but now he's taking it to the next level.
The Celtics have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Claxton, he's checked in for Walker.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 53, Nicholas Claxton.
Pass to Black. Outside Simmons. Here's Black. Back to Simmons. Clock at 6. Here's Black. He's watched by Cunningham. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. Outside, Brown. Into the lane. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Rainman. 19 points in the game. Plenty of space. That one's good for 2. Rainman's got 21.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game. Pass to Black. Shot clock at 6. There's the three. Simmons. It's good on the putback.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Orlando calls timeout.
Let's help each other on D. Be vocal.
Orlando's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Cunningham passes to Rainman. Here's Williamson, and another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Over to the left wing. Left side, Simmons. Again, Simmons missing.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, no doubt Williamson's one of the most powerful dunkers the NBA has ever seen.
Now here's Walker. Nash passes to Walker. From outside, off the mark. And Davis has got the ball here for Orlando. On up the court. Walker with a steal. Drive by Brown. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got his 4th assist in this one. 54 seconds left to play in the first half. Rainman, that's good.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Well, the Celtics shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Ooh, poked away. Outside Walker. Shot from the top of the key. Good on the shot. Walker's got 6.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Yet another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Davis against Brown. Davis with the defensive effort. And so it's Orlando with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Orlando Magic.
They've unleashed the dog. Shaq, you're a dog. You understand what that is. You know my feeling. Woof, 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 woof.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, things not looking great, trailing big. How do they rally back?
Oh, you're asking me? I don't know. Give it to Coach Kenny over there. Who you got, Jet?
Well, this is where pride has to kick in. Down in the series, backs against the wall. Are you going to pack it in, or do you want to battle?
That is the question. Men or mice? Got to stick with it. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. And here's Boston on the court for the Magic. We've got Zion Williamson. He's out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Cunningham in at point guard. Now here's Brown. Puts it up. And the jam by Walker.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
Brown with it. He's picked up by Williamson. Count that one. Brown's got 13.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Here's Rainman. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
Black passes to Simmons. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Walker, a screen on Davis. To the inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. To the paint. Another possession, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
The Celtics have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Nash, out to the wing. Here's the floater, and Simmons lays it in. 9 points in the game.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Here's Lively. Cunningham looking it over. Takes a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Cunningham's got 5 points now this quarter.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Simmons, the pass to Black. Inside. Tipped. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
So it's Boston now. 4 on the clock. And here's Brown for 3.
You know, defensively, Anthony Davis might be the most versatile big guy in the league. I mean, this guy does a nice job not only blocking shots, but challenging shots as he did there.
Here's Black. He takes it in. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Rainman. Simmons defending. And stolen by Simmons. And it's Walker. That time on the assist from Brown. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Orlando.
Give a big round of applause for Celtics.
Pass to Rainman. Down low. And a two-handed jam.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Simmons. After the basket by Orlando.
and the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And it's Orlando with another.
Working it to the open teammate that time. Excellent awareness from Davis.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Simmons looking around. Pass to Brown. Puts up a 3. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Cunningham outside to the left wing. Here's Rainman. Simmons defending. Rainman, the pass to Lively. On the wing, Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Williamson with it. And Walker picks him up defensively. The Magic need to put one up here. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Here's Black. Outside Walker. Shot is up. Brown, no good. The Magic have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Rainman, the pass to Williamson. Uses the glass on the layup. Williamson's got 14 points for the game.
So strong inside. Zion fighting through it all.
Number 97, third personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Black. He's watched by Cunningham. Left side, Simmons. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Cunningham passes to Rainman. Cunningham outside. Pass to Rainman. Six on the shot clock. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And Boston has possession, following the bucket by the Magic. Here's Walker. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more. The Magic have gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. Picked by Williamson. To the middle. Pass to Rainman. Oh, there's the alley. Walker with it. Davis on him.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Brown, that's good.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Here's Cunningham. He's got 12. To the inside. Here's Davis. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Davis has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Boston calls time here. Young, he's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Magic. Hachimura's checked in. Outside Simmons. Walker for three. Rebound by the Magic. Lively's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Rainman. Back to Cunningham. Over Simmons. And it's Cunningham missing. Boston has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Young, the pass to Simmons. The kick out to Young. Outside Walker. Outside Brown. Clock at 6. They double team Brown. Outside Simmons. Launches it. Orlando grabs the miss. Lively's got rebound number 11.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Orlando has possession. And that one drops. Rainman's got 29 points.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Walker passes to Claxton. Back to Walker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Outside Young. Outside Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Over Ball.
And Ball showing you a little nasty there on defense. Showing you some of that sandpaper grit.
Here's Rainman. Cans it with nobody near him. Rainman's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Now Simmons. 11 points in the game. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The Celtics making a switch here. McBride's checked in. Now here's Hachimura. Still without a bucket. Pass to Rainman. Shot on the wing. And the bucket is good.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
To end the drought, a nice shot by McBride. McBride's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
The Celtics making a switch here.
Number 9, Anthony Black.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Boston.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
And he makes a first.
At the line for 2.
That one's no good. Orlando has gone 5 of 8 from outside the 3-point line in this one. There's the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Claxton. Here's Black. Walker, a screen on Ball. Black passes to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Here's Rainman. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's the Orlando Magic, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And they're doing everything they can to put this game away before the final buzzer. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston 5. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Magic.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Boston shooting 47% in this one, looking efficient. Here's Black. Pass to Young for three. And it's Lawal with a rebound.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Count it. Rainman's got 14 points now in the second half.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
Brown against Hachimura. Oh, nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 21 points in the game.
He's got a knack for making the hard shots. That was not an easy bucket for Brown.
Here's Rainman. And he drains the quick shot.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's gonna expand.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Down low. Pass to Rainman. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Puts the move on. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Substitution on the court.
Ball right side. Over to the wing. Rainman, the pass to Ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, I like how Ball is undistracted by the defense in terms of where he wants to go with the ball. And that excellent vision of his, that's why he's so good.
From deep, here's Simmons. Here's Nash. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Rainman. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Rainman's got 43 points.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open. It's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his fifth right there.
Young, he's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Magic. Baldwin's checked in. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
They set the screen. And he lobs it up. Yet another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Outside Young. Back to Simmons. Chalk up two there. Orlando has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Here's Rainman. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Got a piece of it. Here we go, all alone. The finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
It's Walker on the wing. And he lobs it up to the rim. Right side Young. The three. Hits the trifecta.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Rainman. Back to Ball. Baldwin, the pass to Rainman. 6 to shoot. Pass to Campbell. He shoots a 3. Counted from distance. Campbell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And here's Simmons. Fires the 3. And Campbell pulls it down. Campbell's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Rainman, guarded by Young. Baldwin, the pass to Rainman. Here's Lawal. Here's Rainman. And another basket for Orlando.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Inside.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
The Celtics have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the fourth. Walker, and he gets it to go.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
And Ball will bring it up here for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Campbell. Here's Rainman. Ball right side. Here's Rainman. Hits yet again. Wow! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Celtics shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. Ball against Simmons. To the paint. Here's Young. Here's Nash. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Orlando has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop.
This squad continues to impress and keep their championship dreams alive. A great series win for the Magic.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
They just owned this series from the start. A clean sweep and a dominant showing from them.
Yeah, super impressive. They took a hold of this series from the jump and just never took their foot off the accelerator.
And what a huge performance it was for Rainman.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
Here's Baldwin. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now here's Walker. Guarded closely. No good there. And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Hachimura's checked in for Orlando. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Black passes to Nash. Walker for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Here's Rainman. Pass to Campbell. Hachimura with the ball. And so the Orlando Magic win the series and will move on. It's a clean sweep. They have no issues winning the series. They're off to the conference finals.
And they're playing with such confidence. I think they might be playing the best basketball of anyone in the league. They're a force. They never gave up on themselves. Everyone gave 110%, and they slowly but surely fought their way back.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. So long, everyone.